Second verse, same as the first. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel Vlog with the episode Monster Mix-Up. And this is their Halloween episode, and it's gonna be iffy. It's a clip show, but let's just get started. With the Rangers getting ready for trick-or-treating, only to be run into the monster... I didn't get any of their names. They were saying it either too fast or something. So the names are on the screen. And he's a leader of a group of monsters. With him is Dracula. Really? I didn't get this one's name. I know that yokai was going to come back and bite me in the ass. They were going to use her. I just had to... just not the what I thought they were going to use her for. Okay, they used an unused monster from the Sentai counterpart of Dino Charge. It's a good thing that they're using monsters that were never seen in the American version, which is a good idea. But then they picked two monsters that were seen in other series, which anyone who's seen previous Power Ranger series would go, what? I mean, look, Snapper from Jungle Fury. Really? You couldn't pick up any other random monster? And Necroli. What the hell, Necroli? Was your breakup really that bad? You got captured by Sledge's ship, which goes into some dimensional jumping paradox, which I'm still trying to get over. And now you joined a gang? I couldn't pick anything. Well, yeah. Their goal is to switch the souls between the Rangers and themselves. So, kind of like what happened with Happy to Me. In this case, instead of the voice, it's now the soul. Either way it goes, monsters now speak like the Rangers, and the Rangers are speaking like the monsters. And the reason why they did it was not because of some odious idea, but because the mummy guards showed up to arrest them. Yes, they're using the Halloween court system from Dino Charge. They brought those guys back. They captured all of the monsters except for Brody and Sarah. And they brought the the Rangers possessed monsters to the court system. Same rules apply. The only thing that changed was there's now a witch doing the whole being the prosecutor, lawyer, bailiff. I don't know what the witch was purpose for this. I'm being honest. Anyway it goes, you know the same usual rules. 10 strikes and the Rangers try to defend themselves, saying that they are the Rangers. They pulled the Power Star from the Ninja Prison, which they show in the clips of all the Rangers acquiring the stars. And then it got self-aware fourth wall joking, because the pumpkin judges said they love that episode. Okay. Also, every time the monsters as Rangers told a story with how they defeated that monster, they shown the clip of the Sentai with them voicing it over, which they didn't show in the American version, for like when they defeated Dracula, using garlic dumplings to beat him. And they were just doing the whole... That didn't happen! And I can handle eating garlic! Didn't work, and they got some strikes. They even did the one with that scissor monster cutting the ninja's sword, which that didn't happen, only in the Sentai variation. And they got more strikes, which is... Anyway, for Brody and Sarah, they run back to the base, which got Mick and Redbot scared until they were saying, no, it's us. Then they try to verify that it is them, because they know that Mick's nickname from his family is Mickey Poo. And he's relieved that it is the Rangers, but he doesn't want to touch them because they're monsters. Okay, Necroli is a monster, but we're not going to go into details. And that unused monster, since it was supposed to be for the Dino Charge group, that would be more technically alien, and we're not going to go into all that details about Mick, you're an alien too. The only difference is you look more humanoid except for the caterpillars on your head. the idea is simple. Capture their leader and get him to confess. Which, yeah, they chased them down and trapped them in a dumpster. I don't know. I don't care. They caught their leader. And back at the court system, the Rangers got more strikes because the Halloween courtroom system is massively biased. Because they got a strike because they didn't think the pumpkins can sing. Okay. Yeah, they brought their leader back. They brought the leader through the court system to say that he confessed and that he did the whole thing, which stopped both sides, switched the souls back, and then vaporized the monsters. And it was revealed it wasn't even the monster leader who confessed it was Mick. So in a technical courtroom system, that's forgery of evidence. Yeah, no kid show, but still, this whole Halloween courtroom system was stupid. Yeah, and versus escaped. Redbot, you had one bloody job. Keep the monster in the dumpster. You could have just sat on top of the dumpster to make sure it didn't escape, because it was one of those ones that you could literally just push around. Yeah, he escaped, and the Rangers go into the battlefield morphed. They beat him down. Brody armored up, finished them off. Well, not technically finished them off. Then we get the giant monster battle. Rangers' first thought: summon their biggest powerful Megazord to take it out. And the monster started doing earthquakes, separating the whole of all the Zords. And then the Rangers thought of the idea: let's summon all of our Zords, even the auxiliary Zords, the Tusk Zord, the submarine Zord, the UFO Zord, all of the Zords basically just beat down on the monster. Which, well, I give it credit, at least they're using some of the using all of the Zords they barely use as much. Even the Robo Red Zord and the Bronco Zord, I don't remember what it's called. The rider part of the Doom Buggy got into some actions. Yeah, they won. Battle over. I give it credit for that one. The Rangers are going back to trick-or-treating until they see a jack-o'-lantern sitting on a park bench. They're like, please tell me it's not that jack-o'-lantern again, because we don't want to deal with it anymore. And it starts talking to them. Well, in the reveal, it's Mick, saying, you guys got the treats, I got the tricks, so let's enjoy this holiday. Okay, I understand what this whole episode was, what they were trying to do with the whole clip show, using the Sentai footage. I even get the whole idea, the fact that it's not Odious's idea to do the whole soul switching between the Rangers and the monsters. That was something of a way for them not to get executed for the crimes they committed. But I'm pretty sure there would have been one way that the Rangers could have proved that it was them. Since the Pumpkins did say they loved that episode when they pulled out their ninja stars. If I was in that situation, I would have kept my sword and my ninja star and morpher on me at all times in case of an emergency. So when I did get my switch, I'm like, okay, tell that monster to morph right here. Because remember, the ninja sword stars are freaking voice activated. That could have solved everything. Or it could have been something that would have been a better idea for that whole court system of logic. The whole court system was biased. You got a strike if you just said that they can't sing. The only thing I enjoyed was when the Megazords they were using their power-ups to beat down the monster. And yes, there are 4 yokai I have to do on facts. Let's get through this speed run. Weirdly enough, Verse 6 is not actually based on a yokai, but he's actually based on a kami, or as in god, and he is a Bipmogami, if I pronounce that right. Basically, the god of poverty. An entity that inhabits a person's house and drives the inhabitant into poverty. One of the ways to get rid of it, for mostly merchants who try to get rid of them every month, is to chase them out using grilled miso and chuck it into the river. That's the way to get God out of your house. Stabbers is based off of the Amikiri, translating to net cutter. A lobster-like creature with a beak that flies around. And why it's called the net cutter is when fishermen are trying to capture fish, the yokai appears under the water, cutting the net so they're... Basically, it's just an explanation of why the fishermen's nets are always cut and they can't catch any fish. Jabberon is based off of the Fujiki Onna, or the two-mouthed woman. A yokai that's in the form of a woman, where she looks more prim, proper, and not eating much. But if you look behind her, you see a big mouth eating food using her hair as like hands. And if you listen carefully, you could hear the other mouth bad-mouthing you. In other words, taking a new term of talking behind someone's back. Vankor is based off of a vampire, and I'm pretty sure everyone knows what a vampire is. But I should give you one fact, that the original weakness to vampires, the sunlight, was actually involved in the story Nosferatu, because Dracula doesn't get killed with sunlight, it just weakens him. And mostly vampires were inspired because of how aristocrats acted during the time of when vampires were super popular. Thank you for watching the video. Till then, this is Rasa, signing out.
Thank you for watching the channel. If you want to watch more, subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon. If you want to see other videos, click on the left or right annotations to see more. Till then,